everyone, and welcome to today's video. My name is Jordan Pilkington, and I'm from endomath.com. Today we're going to go over the anthropology of fitness. So we're going to go over why our physiology might not have kept up with our society, right? So we're going to kind of look at this timetable here. We're going to go way back where we saw the first genus of the Homo around 3 million years ago. So this is where we first started to come onto the earth, right? And this continues to get pushed back as we keep finding older and older remains, right? Now we're going to fast forward 2.5 million years ahead to 200,000 years ago, where the first Homo sapiens came about, right? Now this is who we are now today. So we already, if you look at how small our society is, we've seen a huge jump here in time, right? And to put that in perspective, and 12,000 years ago is where we started to see the first agriculture, right? The domestication of animals and plants was only 12,000 years ago. 5,000 years ago is when we started to see the first cities, like big kingdoms and the new economy. 200 years ago is when we saw the Industrial Revolution, and just 60 years ago when we saw the oncoming of processed food. So if you see this little tiny section of modern civilization compared to the huge history of the humankind, is pretty staggering, right? So our society evolved super fast in comparison to this large timeline of our physiology, right? And in this long history, for the most part, we only dealt with primitive stress. So that's that fight or flight, where we're only concerned with three things. We got food, sex, and shelter. So food means we're either stressed to go and find food or stressed not to become food, right, from a predator. Sex is that we wanted to prolong our genes, right? And then shelter is we need to make sure that we protect ourselves from the environment. These are the only three things that we cared about when we dealt with primitive stress. And they came in an acute way, which means they were stress and then relax. Stress and then relax. They only came in short little bouts. Now, in our modern stressors, what do we have to worry about? We worry about work, family, finances, pollution. We worry about a poor diet. We have screen time all the time, which is stressful. We don't get enough sleep. We don't move enough. We have to deal with society's expectations. And now we face this kind of lack of community where everybody's on their own, right? You may live in a community, but you're responsible for your problems, right? Which is not what it was like in this huge history. So, and all of these stressors come all of the time. They're what we call chronic, where essentially you're in that fight or flight response all the time. So you're not set up for success, really is what this means, is that our societal evolution has gone too fast for our physiological evolution. So when you're worried about your health, we need to take kind of a primitive look to reduce all of these stressors and try and get them back to an acute form rather than this chronic form.